What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jennifer Crabtree. I am a child of God, a wife, a mother, an author, and a hobby-seeking specialist. I wanted to come on here. It's been a couple of days. Doesn't mean that we have not been working our tails off, but I wanted to come on here and speak. As I learn about the Bible, as I learn things that I feel like reference the Bible, I like to share. And so I have been recently kind of online trolling people, but I have been enlightening you guys via troll on like women and my view of women and men. And even though I feel like all of this stuff is designed to separate us and draw us forward, and a lot of us fall for it. During that time of me thinking about that, something had taught me about women sticking together, and thought about like women sticking together through love and faithfulness. And I came across the book of Ruth, and this might be something for many of you guys know and don't know. I think the general thing of Ruth is something bad happens to her. A tragedy starts where her husband dies, and she goes and follows her mother-in-law Naomi, and through this she is redeemed, and she is brought new life, and all of that is restored. And it shows many things in this. I'm not going to go break down the story of Ruth. You go read it or listen to it. But it brought down something to me that we as women, people lack. But the reason I speak women is because the book of Ruth is about women and womanhood, and showing up for like mother-in-law, right? So Naomi was mother-in-law to Ruth, and even though her husband, which she loved obviously and was so faithful to and was deeply cared for, to the point that when he was gone, she wanted to stay by her mother-in-law's side, and that's so beautiful. And I think a lot of us lack that respect and love and faithfulness, and it's not on purpose. I think it comes from a fear. Maybe whatever that fear is, it is the fear of missing God in your life. And I don't want to come on here and like shame and troll you guys and internet battle with you all, but I wanted to come on here and say that this message was then summed up to me as lovely as God could create it, as a older woman. Actually, three older women today, 3 older women and a child. They came as I'm having these thoughts and these revelations and running through the scriptures in my head that I could remember and what was all happening. Sitting with my grandmother and my daughter. So like it was just very woman profound in your face. So an older woman comes up to me and we speak about Christ, which a lot of people don't do. Like they want to gossip. I think the last interaction I had with a woman was about like gossip around the community, and I was like, I don't really want to take part. So just like yeah, yes and no and yes and no. But so it was just so funny that we are speaking on Christ and God, and she hands me like this little book of like how to be a better woman through Christ. And that's what I originally got from Ruth, was like when I first listened to it, was how could I be a more godly woman and show up in day-to-day life and show these values and virtues to not only my daughter but my grandmother, and show them how to live with God in their heart. And a beautiful woman comes up, and her spirit is just so everlasting, and she shares that, and then receive a gift from a small child and her grandmother to play with the kids. And it was just beautiful. So it's all around just one of those things that make you realize God is there, and God is everlasting, and God is showing up for you in the day-to-day. The second thing I took from the book of Ruth, and I think is the most powerful, especially as we feel like summer is coming and we might be stuck in different patterns and loops that especially with kids, but like God is in the mundane and small things in the world. And as a woman who stays at home, who cooks, who cleans, who takes the kids, who runs the same program day in, day out, I want you to know that God is there. And that's where you would find God the most if you allow him to. So if you show up, if you speak, and if you listen. And that's like the best thing I could ever say to you. But anyways, go check the link in the bio. Read some books. Read a book. Anyways, I love you. God loves you. Peace.